Hello everyone, I'm UK Titan 01 here, bringing you a review on the CME assault rifle for the Vanu Sovereignty Medic. I am going to explain the statistics of the CME assault rifle, how it should be used and what the best attachments are. So let's get straight into it. CME is an assault rifle used by the medic class of the Vanu forces and is a variant of the standard issue Pulsar VS1. The combination of high muzzle velocity and good accuracy make this weapon good at medium to long range engagements. However, the weapon does suffer in CQC situations due to its low fire rate and wide hip fire. The initial cost of unlocking the CME is 1000 certs, but it can also be unlocked for 699 Daybreak cash. Unlocking the weapon with Daybreak cash will unlock it for all future created Vanu characters. But would you really want to do that? Let's find out. Starting with the fire rate, the CME fires at 652 rounds per minute, or 10.86 rounds per second. This is a relatively slow fire rate, but is expected of a weapon that is designed for longer range engagements. The base value for the CME's muzzle velocity is 670 meters a second, which is the highest assault rifle muzzle velocity in the game. Combining this with the Vanu's pew pew laser systems not having any bullet drop, it makes this weapon a great long range weapon. Let's see what damage it can do. The CME is capable of 143 damage up to a distance of 10 meters, which is 7 shots to kill, all landing on the chest, with bullet travel instant and no nano-weave armor. While after 65 meters, the damage drops to 125, which is 8 shots to kill the target if all shots land on the chest. The required shots to kill a target with a headshot are 4 rounds at all ranges. The reload speed of the CME is relatively fast with a 2-second short reload and 2.34 seconds for a long reload. The difference between the short and long reload is only 0.34 seconds, meaning that there isn't much downtime if you do empty the magazine completely. The CME holds 30 rounds in the magazine with a reserve of 180 rounds, equating to a total of 210 rounds. So now let's look at the accuracy and recoil characteristics of this weapon. As you can see from the displayed results, the accuracy section shows the minimum cone of fire. Hip fire has an accuracy of around 2 for all stances, while aimed has an initial cone of fire of around 0.1. The bloom per shot is 0.1 for hip firing and 0.05 per shot for aimed fire. So looking at the statistics, we can obviously state that the aiming down the sight's cone of fire is very accurate, while the weapon suffers drastically when hip firing. The CME has a double first shot recoil and a base vertical recoil of 0.2 per shot. This means the first shot will be 0.4. Minimum horizontal recoil is 0.22 and the maximum it can be per shot is 0.225. The horizontal recoil angle is 17 to 19 degrees, which means when fired this weapon will recoil upwards and to the right. Now let's see what I think are the best attachments for this weapon and try to back it up with some statistics. Hopefully a lot of you will agree with me, but to put your minds to ease I will also describe why the other attachments are not viable choices for this weapon. What magnification sight should I use? Well, this mainly comes down to one's personal preference. If you are less experienced and not too accurate with your firing, I would suggest a 3.4 or 4 times scope, allowing you to aim more effectively at longer ranges. But if you have a good hit to miss ratio, a 2 times scope would suit perfectly fine. The compensator is the best barrel attachment you can put on this weapon, as it reduces vertical recoil by 15%, while only costing the user hip fire accuracy and an increase in detection radius. But as a medic class who is usually involved in medical treatment to groups of allies, the detection radius can be ignored. The cone of fire increase is also not important, as this weapon is designed for long ranges, not CQC combat. This weapon can also be equipped with an advanced forward grip, so instead of horizontal recoil reduction of 25%, it receives a massive reduction of 33%. The grip also reduces the angle of recoil, meaning that you won't have to compensate for the right recoil drift as much. Now this combination of attachments will cost you 330 certs to unlock, and with the initial cost of 1000 certs to unlock the weapon, you will need a total of 1330 certs to unlock this weapon's full potential. Now let me explain why I haven't chosen any of the other attachments. The reason behind this is because they suck. The suppressor is great for sneaky combat tactics, but when it applies a reduction of 40% in muzzle velocity to a weapon, it seems dire. As the CME's most avid point is its high muzzle velocity, it seems pointless taking this as away. So instead of 670 meters per second velocity, the rounds will only travel 402 meters per second. That is a massive drop. The CME lacks fire rate and hip fire accuracy, so using this in close quarters with a lack of muzzle velocity is a sure way of getting your butt kicked. The laser sight reduces the hip fire cone of fire by 33%, but due to the bad COF and rate of fire of the weapon already, this attachment doesn't really complement it in any way. But you were probably saying to yourselves that if the CME has the highest muzzle velocity in the game, surely the high velocity ammo will make it even better. Well, in reality you would be right, but due to balancing within Planetside 2, they have had to decrease how much this bonus is. The bonus that applies to the muzzle velocity is only 0.3%. That is an increase of 2 meters per second on the velocity of the weapon, taking it from 670 meters per second to 672 meters per second. So let's go ahead and sum this weapon up. The advantages of the CME are quite clear. It has a high muzzle velocity, aim accuracy, and moderate recoil, making this weapon more suited to medium to long range engagements. Combined with its relatively quick reload times, it is perfect for those players who prefer to play the support medic role. The disadvantages focus solely on its performance in close quarters combat. This weapon is not designed for those who like to run and gun. The CME shares almost the same characteristics as the NS11A, which is an assault rifle available to all factions, but is capable of being modified to tackle more situations than just medium to long range. The cost of the NS11A is also 1000 certs and 799 Daybreak cash, but if purchased with Daybreak cash, it becomes available to all your created characters across all factions. In my opinion, I did enjoy using the CME, as when it has the right attachments, it is a real contender at medium to long range. If aimed correctly in CQC combat, it can also take down targets with relative ease. Thanks for watching, hope you learnt what you needed to, and enjoy the fight for Araxia. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons for more.